All right, here we are. Ticket time. Ticket to win it here for Wisconsin. There's a $3 scratch off here. This is a twisted bingo. You can win up to $20,000 on this one. And there is a special pattern that we need to look at. So I will scratch off the numbers. And I'm going to do this one at a time and see that if we can find this. So we have a number 64, and there are some free spots, as you can see too. But I will scratch off the number 64s anywhere. And so here's one of them. 2. And you cannot see that. 64, 64, and we have one more, 2 more. But they're not within the pattern, but I will scratch them off anyhow. All right. This one's going a little crazy, this card. And so let's get that one in there. 64. Alrighty. Next, we are going to look for the next number up here and see if we can find another matching number that we have on our twisted bingo. Alright. Number 11. And so that would be going to be, we're looking for a B11 anywhere. B11s, there's one in the zigzag even. And then there's another one over here, and that's about it. So we're gonna get them scratched. Alrighty, so the 11s are scratched. This might take a little bit. Here's a 42, and we have a couple, one there, and then possibly another one, hopefully. 42, 42, and 42's none. So just that one. And then we're going to keep scratching to get the next number. And that's a 27. So we have to find the 27 anywhere in the eyes. And so far, no 27. Here's one 27. And that's it. So then we go for the next number up here. And that is an N35. So we look anywhere for the N35. There's one. It's not on the zigzag, but it is there. And then we have a 65, or 35, sorry. Guess nowhere else. All right, that's the only one. All right, now we have a 54 and O. So look in the O's and 154 in the zigzag here. And 54 in this non-zigzag. And that would be all of them. Next, 63. And we have a 62 here. Here's a 63, just not in the zigzag. And we'll get to this bingo card. And here's one more 63, so we'll get that one scratched off. All right, this bingo card takes a little bit extra time, a lot more entertainment, so I suppose, as we get through here. So we have a 073s next, and we have another one next to the 64 here. All right, and then we're going to check over this card and this card, and there is no more left. So we're going to head to the next number, and we have a B13. So here's a B13 on this one, and no B13 here, none, and that was it. Then we can go to the next number, and definitely like playing bingo here. This is a G57, so we have any 57s anywhere, and here's one of the 57s, not in the zigzag, but we will see what else we can do here with that bingo. And I see there are some free spots that we'll have to scratch off. So that was it for the 57s. Next is a 66, so we'll have to see if we have any of those. And I don't see any. All right, only one of those old 66s. So here we are back to the next number, and we have a 074. So let's go find an 074, and we have one down here that we will get. And over here was a 72, and that's that. Next number, we will scratch that off up here, finding an 68. So any 68s in the O's, and there is one here, and in a corner down here. Okay. And then we have another number, and that's an 18, I-18. We have 16 in there, 18 on top of this one here. All right, and then in 19, that's it. So let's see what the next number reveals. 16 in the eyes, 1, none, and here's one below the zigzag. We'll get that, and then we have, that's it, no more. So next number that we have to scratch here is a G46. So let's find a 46 here. And what else do we have? 46. And that's it for that one. Seems to be one per card, really. All right, next number is a 40 in the ends. Just like playing bingo. And 40. There's 1. And 40 and 40. That'd be it for that one. Well, got one more in this row to scratch off. And that is a 19 in the eyes. I-19. I-19. And none of the cards. Oh, there is one here in the zigzag. So we'll get that scratched off. All right, our last row of numbers here. I-23. I-23. And we got another I. No. I-23. Nope. All right, this is a long game of bingo, for real. 56 in the G's. G56, and so far not seeing any G56s. And that would be it for, oh, here's one. G56 is right here. So we're going to get to that one and scratch that off. Okay. Did I miss one? Oh, it was one in the zigzag. All right. So now we find the next number. Oops. And that's an N36. I see one right off the bat here. N36. N36. 38 in that one. And that'd be it. All right, we're getting down there to the last of the few numbers. And that is B12. And here's one right here. 12. And then we have B12s. Right here's one in the zigzag. And one more here. Well, B12 turns out to be a pretty decent one. Next number is an 071. Well, that's not in a zigzag, but that's all right. 071. I just needed 072, looks like. All right, what's the next reveal? 10, B10. B10 on any of these. Down here on the zigzag, here's one. B10, and that'd be it. All right, let's get to the next number. 48 in the G's. 48. Here's one. 48. And no more. That's the end of that one. All right, last two letter or number is really B2. There's one down here. Needed a B8 in that one. B2. And no twos there. And well, this B row had nothing really in it. Taken off. Next and last number. Are we gonna make any bingos on this any of these sheets for G47 then? G47. I guess I did miss this one here. All right, and then we got G47 and this zigzag. All right, and G47 not in there. All right. So, better luck next time. We did not get a bingo, but it was quite the time trying to play bingo by scratching off each one. All right, we'll see what the next card brings, and hopefully we have better luck next time.